What it do? What it is? What's good, y'all? Man, nigga ain't streaming a minute. It's been a minute, y'all. What's good though? Ain't nobody in the chat, but y'all probably be there in a little bit. It's been a minute since I streamed though, man. You know, thought I should get back to it, man. You know, but yeah.
All right, here we go. Tony Yayo, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Vlad TV. Shout out to the Real Report, but I'm back home where it all started. Vlad TV. And I want to tell the people, do y'all think Tony Yayo deserves a raise? I need makeup. I need masseuse. I need everything Boosie and Aries got, man. I need that. I need everything. The makeup shit is crazy, man. Like, I never knew you do makeup up here.
Oh, just for Aries.
Oh, okay.
He's like the only person, male or female, that's ever asked for makeup. And he needs it every single time. So, you know. Shout out to Candace, makeup artist.
Oh, shout out to your makeup artist. Yeah. She need to come, you know, I need some no shine. I want to feel like I'm on set, man. I want some caviar here. I'm eating caviar creme brulee. You know what I'm saying? Ate that in Vegas. That was definitely an experience. We was out there with 50, Pat McAfee. Who else was there? Halliburton was there. You know, we had a good time. Shout out to the Fountain Blue, Club Live, Miami. And my first time having caviar creme brulee. And that was like great.
Okay.
It definitely. And the caviar was like a reddish color.
Okay.
But I need all that shit up here because I need a raise like how Boosie need a raise and everybody need a raise. Tony Yayo deserves a raise, man.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So since last time, a couple people have parted ways with Vlad TV.
Right.
Most recently, Ari Spears.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is Ari Spears made a video where he mentions you.
Right.
Let me play it for you.
Okay, play it for me.
People have said, yo, the most popular guest that Vlad has on, Lord Jamar, Tony Yayo, Godfrey, Boosie, and Aries. I'm the only one left. Godfrey stopped because of the beef with Farrakhan, as did Lord Jamar. Tony Yayo just doesn't do it anymore.
I don't know. I just had two interviews. We just did 2 interviews like a couple of months ago, so I don't know where that came from. But I agree, those are the hottest people on the show. But I definitely seen your interview with Academics, heard it, and you explained like how things got better for Aries.
Oh yeah.
And to me, you what do they say? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So I mean, when you look at all the top podcasts, you know, you got Gilly and Wallow out there. They probably had like almost 1 million subscribers. I think 984. Math Hoffa's at 106.
My bad, y'all. But I was saying, but Gilly and Wallow podcast done fell off, like all the way off, like. And like I said, I ain't got nothing against them boys, but they shit just it ain't hitting. Ain't nobody watching that shit no more. And I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, for the money they supposedly making, bro, they don't invest enough into the pod. Like, they production value need to be upped. They need to up that production value because it's really not that. Like, y'all be going and interviewing people in the most random places. You feel me? You don't even rent out a fly spot. You know what I'm saying? Your camera's basic. Like, you know, camera quality, like, is basic. It's 1080. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least get up to, like, you should, they pod should be in cinematic type shit with the money they making, you know what I'm saying? But they don't invest into the pod like that, bro. They do the bare minimum. And when you do the bare minimum, people gonna stop watching because they see you doing the bare minimum. Y'all trying to bring home all the paper. You ain't trying to invest in nothing. Like, you just doing the bare minimum, dog. And then your guests reoccurring, like, you know what I'm saying? You doing regular rappers that rappers pretty much nobody don't really care about to listen to. And y'all ain't really getting no good conversations going on more. Like, they shit was popping when everybody was back home during COVID, you know what I'm saying? But nah. They done fell off bad, bro.
Rory and Mal is at what 334. Joe and Jada's like at almost at the 600,000 mark. And at the end of the day, Vlad TV is at 6.2
6.3.
6.3 million subscribers.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of different. Like what people don't understand is you've been around since thisis50.com, Forbes DVD, Vlad TV, and you had WorldStar. So they don't understand that you came from that place to this place now, to YouTube. Like I could just always imagine if them platforms would have stayed as big as they was, like This Is 50, like he would have 10 million subscribers, 6 million.
Oh yeah, easy. Easy.
As well as WorldStar, I don't know how many subscribers they have.
Well, they actually have more than me, but they are generally a platform where they show music videos.
Right.
So other people put their music videos on the World Star channel. So it's a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? Because our stuff is all original content. They have a little bit, but it's mostly a platform for other people to put their music videos. And a lot of times, those other people are the ones that are monetizing it.
Right.
Or there's some sort of little split or whatever else.
So you under
it's just different.
So
right?
you under WorldStar, under subscribers. Now, from my experience, like I'm not a yes man. You know, we always disagree.
100%.
But one thing I could say is when I'm in Ireland, people do say, "Oh, I seen that Vlad interview." When I'm in Paris, I seen that Vlad interview. If I'm in Germany, I seen that Vlad interview. So as far as worldwide, Vlad platform, your platform is amazing to be on.
Thank you.
Doors open. So I seen the doors that open for me from doing Vlad, then going to the Breakfast Club and doing Drink Champs and doing Math Hoffa and doing, and these are all these shows in their prime. Like these is when, Math Hoffa, you look on that, 3.2 million views I did on that interview. 3 years. I'm the biggest interview Math Hoffa has ever had.
Yeah, talk your shit.
I'm the biggest interview Drink Champs had.
Nice.
I feel like I do as much numbers as Boosie on Vlad and these guys too. They do more numbers than me because Boosie he's just a character. He's super viral.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude. I fuck with Boosie. He say a lot of funny shit. But I think you and him had good business with each other because everything y'all did went viral. Everything me and you did went viral. Everything with Aries went viral. Everything with Godfrey, everything went viral. Them dudes are definitely entertaining as well as me. But I feel like we get an advantage too. Because like I said, it took me from Vlad to the Breakfast Club, which is a platform I would do usually with 50 Cent. And there's no music out.
Oh, was that the first time you went solo on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. There
I
we
went
go.
solo on the Breakfast Club. I did Math Hoffa, which did 3.2 million. I did Shannon Sharp by myself, which is at 1.1 million. Andrew Schultz,
Kill
which
Tony.
is at 1.1 million. Kill Tony,
Yeah.
which is a platform you're not going to catch any rap artist really on it too
Right.
much.
Yeah.
And it just, Vlad TV let me the platforms that I think I'll never will be on by myself. With 50, yes. By myself, no. No music out or anything. And now we have our own deal. Shout to The Volume. Shout to The Real Report. Shout to Fat Joe and Jada. Make sure y'all catch them on Netflix.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It seems like the volume, but they be trying to snatch up anybody they can. Boy, they done signed a lot of black acts, bro. They signed Tony Ayo them. They signed them chicks from Poor Minds podcast. They got Roy and Maul over there. Like, bro, they done signed a lot of people. Excuse me. They done signed a lot of people. Like, in the volume, that come from sports. I was like, damn. Like, they signing everybody, or they giving everybody a check. Like, it's like, damn, like, what y'all signing people for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, because to have as big as a bigger roster that they got, y'all can't be paying. Y'all clearly ain't paying everybody the same, and you not paying. And I'm just like, obviously you not paying everybody a high rate. I'm trying to see what niggas is earning over there because, like I say, they signed a lot of people. A lot of people.
It led me to a whole bunch of other things in the past 2 to 3 years to being relevant. Shout out to everybody who watched me on Vlad TV because it's a humbling experience for me. I never thought that I'd be on YouTube with the greats, with you, academics, Gillian Wallow, Joe Buttons, These guys are the greats. I'm still studying and watching these guys. I watch all of them.
Look, man, I am super happy at your success.
Right.
Have I ever pocket watched you or say, yo, now we got to lower our fee because you're making all this extra money over here?
Nah, never.
Did I ever say, look, you're getting all this money, you give me a cut?
Nah, it's not more about the money. It's about just good business for me because,
Right.
like I said, it opened doors to me where I have my own show with the volume. It opened doors for me to have awareness all around the world.
Yeah.
When I'm doing shows with 50 and people are talking about Smoke Duck in Morocco and everything went viral, or me telling you to shut the fuck up, little things like that you'll never think will go viral, and it went viral.
Yeah, man,
You know?
listen, I am super happy at all my guests that have success outside of Vlad TV.
Based on what I've been seeing the last couple of days, man, Vlad happy until you want to step away from Vlad. You know what I'm saying? As long as you rocking with Vlad, everything good. You know what I'm saying? He gonna big you up every chance he get. But as soon as you step away and want to do something on your own, you don't want to do what Vlad wants you to do no more, Vlad gonna switch up in a heartbeat, boy. Look at what he doing now with Boosie and Charleston White. He bringing Charleston White on before he didn't even bring on Charleston White out of respect for Boosie because they supposed to have been like this, but now what that happened with them transpired with them over the past week and a half. Now look what Vlad pivoting to. But we're gonna get to that in a second. Let's keep playing this.
And I would never, ever, ever, ever say, I'm the reason why you're successful. But I will say that our collaboration has led to a lot of people's success.
Right.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. My collaboration, me working with you coming here, you talking your shit, the way I interact with you, and then the way my staff puts it all together. This studio, all the money behind this, the way we roll it out, my 6.3 million subscribers, all my social media, 2.5 million on Facebook, 1 million on Instagram, another 250,000 on Twitter, all that. It all comes together.
See, by him pointing out his following, you know what I'm saying, the size of his platform, that's Vlad popping it in a way, indirectly popping his shit. That's what he doing. You feel me? Like, Vlad know what he doing by saying that, bro. Like, Vlad a slick nigga, bro. You gotta watch people like Vlad. You know, you never know, bro. You never know, dog. But we gonna keep going.
Together, and you can't just say, it's all me. And
Right.
that's what pissed me the fuck off about bum-ass Ari Spears. Because he's like, yo, it's me. I'm the main franchise player here. Tony Yayo, he's gone. Tony Yayo's gone.
I mean, I feel like I'm a major franchise
How long
player.
ago was it scheduled? How long was this interview scheduled? Just so people to think, oh, well, Ari said that Tony Yayo gone, so Vlad called him. This was scheduled.
I mean, we just did something a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna keep it a bean too, dog. I never ever watched not one Ari Spears interview. Out of all them times he done came on Vlad, I never watched not one Ari Spears interview. Not one time. So, like, every time I seen Ari Spears, I ain't clicking. The people I watch most on Vlad TV, obviously, Boosie, Tony Yayo. I watch Act when he go on there. I watch a little bit of the mob dudes that be on there. Who else? I watched the main one, even though he ain't a recurring guest. I watched the first 6ix9ine, the first, because the other one was like some bullshit. But that first one was good. That's about it. Other than that, I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? But Tony Yayo, Boosie, 6ix9ine, Academics. And yeah, that's pretty much for the most part who I watch, you know what I'm saying, when I'm trying to tune into Vlad TV. Or if I'm trying to get up on some game, on some information, I go to Vlad TV also. Or I just go back to the old ones, like when he first did Dirt, Lil Baby, like all them, you feel me? I do stuff like that.
And this was scheduled like what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Like,
ago. This was
I'm
already.
always
So
on
when I
Vlad.
heard that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It's just all a matter if you're gonna be on the West Coast or the East Coast.
Exactly. When I
That's
come out
really-
here,
everybody know that.
You know, you get on the show, and that's the thing, is that I saw Aries really blow up small club. So now I saw him a 1,400 person venue. And when I mentioned it, no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. No, that's my money. No. We talk about this right here. And this petty ass shit and the pocket watching of Boosie made me say, fuck this dude. He's no longer welcome here. I don't want anything to do with him.
Well, the whole point is nobody's paying. Academics not paying, Breakfast Club, nobody's paying you, and they can't pay because it's radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's paying you. The only person that actually pays is Vlad TV. Maybe when we mentioned about the $1 million you dished out to all the guests, maybe people want more money. It's understandable. I want to raise too, Vlad. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right. Well, me and you, without getting into specifics, me and you have had conversations about money and appearance fees.
Right.
And we talk like men. Right?
Definitely.
You've explained your part, I explained my part, and we came to an agreement. Either we've raised it up or we've kept it the same.
Right.
Right? And this is what I'm talking about. And when it came to Aries, when he got all jealous finding out how much Boosie made, he was like, yo, I need to renegotiate.
Right.
Look at this YouTube comment. They say that I'm their favorite guest. Oh, look at this YouTube comment. Oh, they come here for Aries. I can show you 100 YouTube comments saying, I hate Aries. I never watch his videos. So does that mean I get to lower your fee when I find those? No, it's stupid. It's a stupid argument.
Everybody in their mind is going to think they the ones that's getting Vlad popping.
Right. But the whole thing is,
being honest, the most viral one is Boosie. Boosie is going to say some.
And Boosie, I said, you don't do Boosie numbers.
Yeah, I fuck
Not
with
even
Boosie.
close.
Boosie, I fuck with Boosie. He's a friend. Like, when I look at Boosie, like, I just seen him dancing. It was his daughter's birthday. Yeah. He's dancing. He's at the games. Yeah. He does
dunking,
what I love him, Boosie do. Yeah, he tried to dunk.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know what that dude R. Spears got. Like, he was making Vlad pop. Man, nobody ain't watch you, nigga. Like, you a failing comedian. You feel me? Like, nah, ain't nobody watching him. Like, I never watched not 1 minute, 1 second of an R. Spears interview ever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he talking about. And then like, if Boosie do go back to Vlad TV, I ain't gonna lie, bro, he gonna look kind of weak. Unless they just be like, you know what, bro, let's just mend our differences, make content together, this, that, and the third. But Boosie got his work cut out for him over there in Patreon. You feel me? He would have did better starting on YouTube. Just starting on YouTube, and building his community up, trying to see who his loyal subscribers gonna be. You feel me? Seeing who gonna watch or how many gonna watch at a time whenever you drop something, and then gravitating to Patreon once you done built something established. See, you trying to go off Patreon immediately is gonna be tougher because you asking people to immediately go behind the paywall. You feel me? Without giving them any type of real value up front. Because, see, yeah, you gave them the value on Vlad platform, but without Vlad, we got to see what it's like. And see what bro need to do. He need to update his lighting for one. Like, that first interview was too dark. It was too dark, bro. He need to update. He need to update that. He need to update, Mike was fine. He need a better interviewer. Because he needs somebody that's going to challenge him, that's going to push back on some of the stuff he say so it can create a better dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just him rambling on after each question get asked, you know what I'm saying? He needs somebody that's going to challenge him, you feel me? But outside of that, it was straight, you know what I'm saying? I paid for it. I watched the whole thing. It was like an hour and 22 minutes. I'm ready to see part 2, though. I want to see what he's going to get into in part 2. But when Yayo come to Vlad, it's always a dope conversation, bro. Yayo always got some funny shit to say in there, and then at the same time, Yayo gonna keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? He gonna spit some game here and there.
Boosie just don't give a fuck, and that's what I like. It's the art of not giving a fuck.
No,
which
listen,
is a good book, huh?
And here's the thing, right? When he hit me, I'm out with my kids, right? And he's hitting me with all this, like, look at this comment, look at this comment, look at this comment. I'm like, we're not gonna have a conversation about comments. That's not a business conversation. So when I got home, I said, listen, I'm home now in front of my computer. I'm looking at the numbers. Why don't we do a call and discuss it? He's like, okay, cool. Let's do it at 5 o'clock. Bet. 5 o'clock rolls around. He doesn't respond. The next day rolls around. I hit him. I said, yo, do you still want to do a call? He said, yeah, at some point. And I said, man, fuck it.
Why don't we just do a poll and see who's look? Why don't we?
I said, fuck this dude. I'm done. I'm fucking done. If you can't have a normal ass conversation, what the fuck bitch ass comment is that? When I'm ready. Nah. At no point are we gonna have that conversation. Because if you can't have a normal ass conversation.
You thought when I'm ready. Hey, let's go to academics. Oh shoot. Plug this computer about to die, y'all. I gotta get it in real quick. There we go. Dang.
The boy not looking good though. I just come on now.
Shut up, Act. Let's go. Let's do part 1 first.
All right, here we go. Academics. Welcome back.
What up, Vlad?
Welcome back. One of my franchise players.
Yo, Vlad, I could tell. Yo, Vlad hit me twice. He didn't get an answer. He hit me a third time. I could say, all right, it looked like Vlad needs me to suit up. I don't know who's missing on the field, but I got to come in here and drop 80. I'm here, Vlad. What's going on? What's going on in the kingdom?
Yeah, well, you know, the Aries Spears stuff is going to drop right around the same time this is dropping, so we're not going to talk about that because there's an hour of me talking about that. But I think the proper way to start this is the whole Boosie situation, which you jumped into as well, to the point where Boosie even responded to you at one point. What do you think overall of that situation?
By the way, I love the platform. So you said this before. All of us, like, you know, new media guys, we're all friends. We all trade ideas. We all speak. And I love for each platform, usually they have that one particular show or guest that they have some great synergy with. And when it comes to Vlad TV, it's obviously Boosie. We love watching Boosie on Vlad TV. We like Sean Cotton with Charleston White. Wack and Adam, they do a good job.
Yep.
And I enjoy that. Now, I noticed I didn't see Boosie on for a while.
Yeah, about 7 months or so, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that we're usually saying, but what does Boosie think? What's going on with Young Thug? What's going on with Gucci? And, you know, me and you spoke, and we spoke privately, and you kind of told me what was going on, but I was just like, you know what? And you know, this been my conversation with you. I said, hey, listen, it's going to work it out. And you know, and I don't know if you'll admit this now that we're on camera, but when you've kind of even given me the situation, I'm like, you know what? You know, Boosie's like, he's such a really good guest for you. I think you guys are so special. This is such a special connection. I get it because I understand like his side of stuff, but I understand your side. Sometimes you have to like take the loss a little bit just to make him feel good, but you got to keep the show going. And it felt like it was, you know, I kept encouraging like, you guys are going to work it out. And you know I've said that to you. You guys are going to work it out.
Right. And I just want to say that you knew about my situation with me and Boosie.
Yes.
Probably weeks before Boosie, you know, went public with it. But we kept it quiet.
Yes.
When I told you, I said, listen, this is what's happening. Don't say anything.
Yep. Facts.
Because it might blow over. But even if it doesn't, that was personal business conversations with me and Boosie, who I still respect, who I still consider a friend. So don't say anything, but, you know, me being friends with you, you knew about it. So it was no shock when it came out.
And I thought it was going to resolve itself. And the moment I seen Boosie make the comment, well, I'm going to do my own interview. Yeah. I was like, all right, well, he's still being...
but he said, not Vlad.
Yes.
He threw my name in it.
But I'm like, you know, he's still being a little bit evasive. And then he finally came out and said, well, I'm not doing Vlad because of $5,000.
Yeah.
And this is where I knew you were put in the ultimate pickle. And that being, the fans don't know what the actual business is behind you working with someone like Boosie. I know. You've told me, hey, listen, I'm paying this guy, paid him $25,000.
Yeah.
That's top dollar for anything.
Man, first and foremost, that's why I say I would never build no platform that's dependent on guests. Because nowadays, niggas' prices is going to keep going up and up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? the economy is fucked up out here, bro. That's why you seeing niggas raise their prices for an interview. And like, nah, I always wanted my platform to be my viewers want to hear my opinion. They want to hear what I got to say. Not they looking for the next guest I'm finna bring on. That ain't what I'm looking for. That ain't what I'm building over here. That's why I say, nah, I don't never want no guest dependent platform because that's what you subject to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta either pay that price or let them walk.
Thing. Whether it's people can get a Boosie verse from what I've heard. I don't want to, mess up his rates for less than 25,000.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that too.
So you are doing an interview that's helping to promote him. I've always, me and you have slightly.
Well, I know for his for up and coming artists, he don't charge them top dollar. Yeah, he'll get him a discount. That Boosie like he gonna get it anyway he can get it, dog. So like if you only got 10, he gonna come get that 10 from. That's just the type of hustler Boosie is. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas you can't even get off. Some artists you can't even get off the couch for 10 bands. But Boosie, he'll come get that 10 bands, that feature, because Boosie still operate from that mentality of when he was out there trapping. If the junkie say he only had change, Boosie gonna take that change. That's how Boosie is, man. That's the type of hustler he is.
Different business models. You will compensate your guest. Me, I'll wait till the guest needs me for the promotion because I look at it as it's like a quid pro quo, as they call it, right? It's like, hey, listen, well, I'm helping promoting your product and you are giving me content for my platform. And that's the kind of invisible handshake, even though I know these days it's much more than that. That's why you involve compensation. So when I'm looking at that with Boosie, I'm like, okay, all right, you guys are going to figure it out. And the 25K is a really good figure. Once he says the 5,000, I'm like, what does Vlad do here? And I was surprised, but actually proud of you slightly, because transparency is always the key online. I've always told people, if you want to talk, I could talk about anything. I'm just going to say the things that you probably were thinking I wasn't going to say. Because you're saying, I thought that was private. And you did that. You came out with the facts. Hey, he's getting 25,000. I think the moment fans' ears heard that, they weren't on Boosie's side anymore. Boosie did a really good job of saying 5,000, where people probably thought that maybe he's only getting 5,000.
I'm going to be real, bro. 25 bands. That's top dollar. You know what I'm saying? To sit down for a couple hours, that's top dollar. But that's also why I don't believe if Vlad able to pay this man $25,000, it's no way he was only making profit in $10,000 from those interviews. It's just no way. How you able to pay him 25 bands, but at the same time you talking about you only making 10 bands on the back end? Stop it, bro. Vlad got it at least. If he paying him 25, I guarantee Vlad making at least 100, 75 to 100, guaranteed, bro. I guarantee his return at least 3/8 of what he paying Boosie, and Boosie probably peeped that.
And he wants another 5,000.
Or maybe he's getting 50 and 5,000, just a little 10% bump. Because because listen, no.
I don't think they thought he was getting 50.
Well, hold on. I didn't mention this before, but if you watch the Breakfast Club interview with Boosie, he said, I get $500,000 a year doing Vlad TV interviews. Remember, I made a little GoFundMe page to make fun of that? I said, yo, man, I can't afford to pay Boosie $500,000. I need a GoFundMe. Some people actually donated. I stopped and gave people their money back. I was trolling. But yeah, he said that he makes $500,000 a year doing interviews with me. So, and I'm thinking that when he's throwing that out, because it's like, well, $500,000 a year is asked for 5,000. That's like 1%. Like, why are you being so cheap? And everyone's like, yo, man, Vlad, pay Boosie's 5,000. You gonna make it back. He's made more than that. People started attacking me over that comment.
But by and large, in part, I'm gonna be honest, people are fucked up out here, man.
Yeah.
I think most of the conversations and comments I saw were people saying, yo, dude, you sit at your house, which you also kind of really accurately painted how much effort he has to put in. You
Zero.
Maybe walk into a room
that
is at your house.
Now I'm gonna be real. That's where Boosie kind of falls short. He working with all the upside. He ain't really taking no risk. But at the same time, Vlad knew that before he decided to even pay Boosie that amount. You knew Boosie wasn't taking no risk. You knew you was gonna have to fly out there. You knew you was gonna have to do all this. So don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? It's you didn't expect that to happen. You knew that was finna happen. You had to do all that, bro, but you still paid him. So that's on you too.
House, you've set up all the equipment, you've flown thousands of miles, you've brought all the people, and he has to talk to you for 2 hours, and he gets a $25,000 check. And I think people looked at that and said, okay, all right, we get it, you wanted a raise, but it's more to the story because when you first said it was over 5,000, you made it seem as if maybe you weren't being fairly compensated in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people are fucked up out here. 25,000, and another thing, which is not necessarily a gripe at you because I'm not necessarily in that business, but I've told you this many times, Vlad. I said, these problems you're having, you created yourself. You created an infrastructure in a market. A lot of, not only for your own selfish purpose, you wanted to compensate fairly the people that worked with you. But what happened is that then you start a whole market where people start watching other people's paycheck. They start watching your pockets because when you could pay them 25, they're wondering, people have this saying that if they pay you.
If a nigga know he in demand, bruh, he ain't no way he gonna keep coming on your platform for the same price over and over. Especially when everybody waiting to hear what he gonna say. He gonna raise that price every time.
25, they're getting 3 times more.
Right.
So now they're watching you.
Yeah.
And that turns into, the moment you said you paid Tekashi 6ix9ine the most ever, everybody probably started to look around and say, who was the previous guy who got paid the most ever, and what do we think it is?
Yeah, I really feel that the business relationship.
You never let the left hand know what the right hand doing, dog. You never do that. That's a universal law. You never show your hand. Know what I'm saying? You don't never put all your cards out there on Front Street. You feel me? Poker face the whole time. You don't let people know what you doing behind the scenes. You don't let people know how you moving. They gonna use, because they'll come back later on and use that against you. They'll play you against yourself. You gotta watch that, boy. Don't ever show your hand to people. You can't do that.
Ended with Boosie being jealous of 6ix9ine's appearance fee, and then Harry Spears got jealous of Boosie's appearance fee.
Domino effect.
It was like a domino effect, but I'm okay with that because I'm down to be transparent. And when I'm transparent, and when you look at the numbers, and remember when I threw out, I'm like, yo, he gets about 5.5 million views, and this is about how much? Maybe around 35,000. Maybe a little more once you cut expenses, but it only is about $10,000 profit margin. Like no one said, oh, Vlad's lying. He's really making 10 times that. You have a whole YouTuber community out there that knows these numbers, including yourself. No one said Vlad's lying. He's really pocketing way more than that.
And that's a bold-faced lie. Academics sitting right up there right now. I watched the stream with Act when this story first broke. Act straight up said that he know Vlad lying about how much he getting off them Boosie interviews. He talking about he ain't only profiting 10,000. Ain't no way. But Act sitting in his face and not acting like he ain't never say that. Come on, Act, bro. Call the man out on his shit, bro. You know what you said, dog. Come on, man.
He's being cheap. No one said I was lying. Not a single person. And the thing with Boosie was that, and I don't think I've mentioned this before, when we first started the conversation, the first thing he said was, yo, Vlad, people are DMing me and saying that they're going to cancel their paid subscription if I don't come back on. They're all going to cancel, Vlad. They're canceling their paid subscription. And this is what I mean about making business decisions based on comments or DMs or something your man tells you. Like, you don't base business decisions on there. Because I think in Boosie's head, he's thinking, man, all these people are paying Vlad for paid memberships. For me, they're all there for me. Well, I'm going to start my own Patreon.
Boosie thought it was bigger than the program.
And they're all going to come to me.
Vlad, you've been keeping kid gloves with him, and he's been keeping kid gloves. Because I can tell you, I love each other.
Yeah.
But
First of all, bro, we all know when Vlad drop an interview, he gonna clip that bitch up about 30, 40 times. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me out of all them clips and then you dropping the whole interview after all them clips, you only profited 10 bands, bro? Stop it, bro. Stop it. Especially Boosie, most viral interviews. You mean to tell me you only profited 10 bands? Stop it, bro. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. I am not trying to hear that.
Still, Boosie thought he was bigger than the program, right? Like, let's be honest. Again, we love Boosie, and that's the thing. Because he even, when he aimed some comments at me, he was like, well, you're Vlad's boy, this and third. I'm like, listen, there's no other way to actually look at this, right? And I tried to look at it another way. Because a lot of times when you deal with people who have helped businesses through its growth, they'll use these non-tangible things to put to a worth. When you come up and you say, hey, listen, you did 4.5 million views. This is what the numbers is. If this is how the percentage is, this is what you get and I get. This is what overhead is to create all this stuff. There is no conversation. He won't even talk the numbers. So that's when people use intangibles to actually try to, massage what they actually want. These are the intangibles. Well, I made you cool.
Yeah.
Well, the black community didn't like you.
Yeah.
I made you. You know how many rappers called me? And when they called me, they're like, wow, you rock with that guy.
Yeah.
And those are like the intangibles where he's saying, for whatever I'm asking you that doesn't make sense on paper, I need to be compensated that way. Right?
Yeah.
And, I've always said, listen, I understand those intangibles, but a lot of times people start feeling that they're valued at when their numbers start dipping. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that
Which his numbers did. His numbers have dipped over time. The pandemic, his numbers were crazy. Now the numbers are a fraction of that.
Boosie should have been building his platform from jump, bro. From the moment he jumped out of prison, he should have been building his YouTube from then, dog. Because think about it. Had he did it when he first got out of jail in 2014, could you imagine what Boosie YouTube page would be doing now? Bro, he'd be doing real numbers, bro. Real numbers. He should have did that when he first jumped. That's where he messed up at.
So
that's life.
Like, put it like this, and I made like an analogy, right? I don't know your numbers necessarily. I don't know if it's true, but I said there was probably a time where when Boosie was a regular guest on a particular given month, when he had an interview, maybe his views for that interview constituted about like 30% or maybe 40% of your overall channel views. This is way back, right? I said now, when he does an interview, it's probably 10%, maybe less for that month, because you have grown. The business has grown. You have a lot more known and also frequent guests that also give valuable insight that also do numbers. Maybe not Boosie numbers, but does numbers enough that could sustain. Maybe 2 of those equal a Boosie or 3 of those.
Right.
And what that does is that what Boosie's thinking his value is, your value when you're bringing in 10 million views and the channel does 20 versus you bringing 8 million views and the channel is now doing 60.
Right, but let me just put it in context for you. I mean, we do tens of millions of views every month.
Yeah.
Right? Like we did like close to 400 million views last year. So very few guests just move the needle completely. Right? They just don't, because you're also looking at an 18-year catalog, and certain videos in that catalog are still getting views. Now, it's not so much...
You're the king of flashbacks, too.
Yeah, but the flashbacks don't really do that well.
Man, well, the amount of times I've seen this goddamn Gucci video is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, because like, Gucci's in the... and I've never had a real Gucci interview outside of that one, so that's what I'm going to use. But the thing is that the catalog itself continues to get views, especially like the life story pieces on people, like the evergreen content. Now, with Boosie, it's not really evergreen content. It's what are the current events happening right now? When he said, yo, my grandkids aren't going to make any money and you're going to still be making money off my videos. Like, I'm really not. I'm really not. Like, the videos we do are for the moment. There's a huge... Look, Boosie has launched a Patreon, and
Did you buy it?
I bought it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
$6. I checked out the interview. He has someone that kind of sounds like me asking questions, but it's not me. There's no follow-up questions. There's no interjection. It's a little bit, I don't know. I think he got one of his kids to do it. And the thing I thought he would release it on YouTube. And on YouTube, everyone would get to see the numbers. But instead,
See, that's Vlad's slick way of throwing shots. He talking about, I think he got one of his kids to do it. Like, Vlad know what he really trying to say. Now, it's two. I watched that Boosie interview too on Patreon. It's two things that he need to do. One, he need to fix that lighting. That lighting wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? Two, he needs somebody that's going to push back when they interviewing him. That's going to challenge him on certain things that he says. You feel me? He don't need somebody that's just going to ask him a question, then he just sit there rambling and giving the answer. He needs somebody that's going to push back against certain answers he give. If the person feel like it don't make sense or whatnot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's the two main things he need to clean up on his side.
released on Patreon, so you don't get to see the numbers. But when you look at the actual Patreon page, it's got 61 likes and 54 comments.
And usually you could only if you buy the content you could like or comment.
Yes.
Okay.
So granted, everyone that bought it didn't like it or comment it, but
even if you do a 10x on that, saying only 1/10 did it,
you're nowhere near $35,000.
Yeah. So even if okay.
Yeah, and the thing is that when you look at my first piece about the Boosie situation, what I said was, I'm actually happy that Boosie is doing his own podcast because he'll get to see for the first time what's it like on the other side. He'll get to spend money.
He happy because he know in his heart of hearts he want Boosie to fail and he want him to come crawling back. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? He want Boosie to fall flat on his face, embarrass himself in front of the world, and to come crawling back to Vlad TV because you know you need him over here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you right now, Boosie bet not go back. After this, he bet not, because he gonna look crazy, in my opinion. Like, you popped all that and then you went and started your own and then you came back to Vlad TV because you ain't succeed fast enough. Bro, you can't do that. Because otherwise, people ain't gonna look at you the same.
On his camera crew, took him a while to edit it, right? It's not like he filmed it and it came out. It took like 2 weeks for it to come out. So he had to deal with the editing and the back and forth and everything else like that. And then now it comes out, and now he first has to recoup all the upfront cost, and then he'll see how much back-end revenue he'll get. This is only part one. I don't know how many parts there are, but
I'm gonna be real, y'all, too. Like, what Vlad's saying is real now. Because on my channel, I do everything, bro. Don't nobody do nothing for me. I shoot all my videos. I edit all my videos. You feel me? I make the thumbnails. I do everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that just come with learning the game. You know what I'm saying? But as you learn the game, you get better at it. So it ain't, experience is the best teacher, man. But like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit ain't all like peaches and rainbows. Like, shit is some work now. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it a bean on that. If y'all want to get into content creation, I'm telling you, learn how to edit, learn how to make thumbnails, learn how to, you know what I'm saying, get your lighting right and everything, because all that matters, bro. It really do.
I don't know. I think Boosie finally gets to see what I've been dealing with the whole time. And when he said, well, I'm gonna make more money doing it myself, I think he's gonna see that that's probably not the case. At least not right now. Now, if he says, all right, cool, that's the first one. Next month, I'm going to drop another one. And then another one, then another one, then another one. And I'm going to keep building up my Patreon. But Patreon is hard. It's hard to build up a Patreon audience.
The point
That's
is,
why I don't even do it anymore.
The point is, he needs to build a platform.
Yeah.
It's great. You're Boosie, and you're Boosie anywhere. But you could do a interview with an unknown channel, and it will get marginal amount of views compared to you doing it on Vlad TV. And when you go to Patreon, even though your name is connected, that's your platform isn't established. You haven't gotten the user trust, you haven't gotten the subscribers, you haven't gotten the paid people that are going to be there consistently to watch the content.
I actually looked. So on Boosie's Patreon, he has 1,800 members. Now you could join for free,
Yeah.
but you still have to buy the video. So I think you have to be a member in order to buy. So 1,800 members, he has a ways to go to build a platform. And what Envy said was absolutely right. He could make more money than me. Than
That was a shot right there too. Don't let that go over your head. He has a ways to go to build a platform. Vlad be taking little subtle shots here and there, bro. You just gotta catch on to. You gotta really pay attention. He know what he be saying for real.
fucking with me. But it's going to take him years. It's going to take a while.
I think 1 year he's got to do at least 12 interviews.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yep.
Keep pushing people. It's like, I'm going to be honest, who I'm really proud of? I'm proud of Joe Budden. When I saw the numbers that Joe is reportedly getting 20 million off of Patreon, Joe specifically does 2 to 3 or maybe 4 extra podcasts beyond the 2 that's public. That's for his Patreon, and his biggest guest, he will just solely put there just out of belief that people are the content is so good, they're gonna go there. It took him years to the point that he could finally brag to say, I got $1 million or he's getting over $1 million, I think, or 2 million, whatever, per month that he's getting via their subscription. But he worked on it from, like, every time I used to go on Joe Budden's show, it was a Patreon exclusive for at least a week and a half, right? And he worked at getting that number up, but it doesn't happen quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of creators, the difference between a creator and a platform owner is that the platform owner is taking these risks long term. You're buying into this content, you're investing, you're making investments. The creator is cashing out on their talent at the moment, right? Hey, I'm hot, I'm popping, give me this amount of money. When you give me this money, I feel compensated, I give you what you want, and I walk away, right? But a platform, when you spend whatever to invest in a podcast that might be on here, or you're like, hey, listen, I want Boosie to be on here. You're like, you know what? I have Boosie's best, just like all the stuff. I don't know if you're paid like Keefy D and stuff like that. All those guys you interviewed for like that Tupac stuff, you have invaluable interviews in perpetuity that you invested in, invested in creating that content that is now going to be worth more later. And that's what Boosie was saying, right? When he's like, oh, you're going to own it forever. Well, not everything. Like, no one cares about your comments about Gucci in 20.
Content is long-term play, man. You bid on the platform, that means you in it for the long term. Like me, I'm in this for the long haul. You feel me? We hit 10,000 subs the other day. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. But like, yeah, I'm in this for the long game, bro. I ain't in this for no short play. You know what I'm saying? Some quick money grab. Nah, I'm trying to build something of value over the long term. And a lot of people ain't willing to put in that work and do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always say, bro, shout out to the famous Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace. It's a marathon. It ain't a sprint at all.
40. They might care about your life story. And that's another thing I said about your platform. I said, these guys don't realize when you go to Vlad, this is how it works. Your first interview is your life story. Vlad does a really good job. He researches everything. He's going to ask you about the time you cheated on the test, to the one time you peed the bed. He knows everything. He gets it in. And he might ask you a little about like some current events, but that's the basis of your Vlad TV biography. After that, you become, based on your celebrity status or how popular you are and also how entertaining you are, you're now a commentator. You're a commentator on the Vlad TV network that's going to be talking about, hey, did you see what happened? What's your thoughts given your experience? And people will be able to follow and say, well, I know why he doesn't like this. He actually went to jail because someone snitched on him. So, of course, he's going to comment like this about a snitch. Cool. But you have these guys recur and you try to have a good relationship with them. Boosie's taking it like those things are like going to be valuable in perpetuity. I do news-related content. I've always said this. And you know this from when you do content that is really reactive. You get a 2-week burn period. After that 2 weeks, people move on. These days, people are moving on even quicker.
Yeah.
This Pooh Shiesty stuff right now, the only thing that is going to kind of linger and all the vultures could feed on it is that essentially, there's going to be a trial. There's going to be some stuff that's going to drag. But for most things, it's like, okay, it's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of game too. Like, yeah, if you planning on, you know what I'm saying, trying to build a YouTube, and then in the beginning, like you starting off doing like reactions, or you doing like news, like running it like a blog site or whatever. Your videos, bro, that cover current events, they only gonna go within that first couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Later on down the line, like a year from now, nobody's gonna watch those videos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one or two people, but on a regular, nobody's gonna watch those videos. So it does you better to also make content that people can go back and, you know what I'm saying, look at a year from now that won't seem outdated. Meaning like some type of breakdowns or whatever, some type of, you know what I'm saying, predictions or just whatever your niche gonna be. Just don't stick to that blog style news related content unless that's what you're gonna do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like act do it all the time, so it really don't matter. But you want to make some type of content to where people can come back a year from now and watch it and it won't feel like it's outdated or whatnot.
You talk about some After Effects and then so what?
Mm-hmm.
But people don't realize like that. People are thinking, oh, I'm coming in for an interview that's evergreen. No, you're not. Like Boosie's interviews, we want to hear him talk about the current, even now with his own interview. I didn't buy the whole thing. I seen a clip on YouTube. I mean, on Twitter. He was speaking about Thug and the Thug jail calls. And I was just like, this would have been so amazing if he spoke about it maybe the week after.
Yeah.
We forgot about Young Thug's jail calls, right? And we're like, finally, Boosie speaks. Just 8 months too late.
Yeah, we just don't care about that particular topic anymore because it's too old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he wanted to move the needle a little bit more with his own, I hope he takes that approach. Say he wants to keep going with Patreon. When something happens, react during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I think a week is like the max you have before you need to move on to the next thing. But we'll see. And
Yep, that's another thing. The algorithm, it awards speed, bro. The faster you are, the better, especially when you covering current events. The faster you are, the better. You know what I'm saying? You got to be one of the first ones, one of the early ones to post that content. You feel me? If you want to get views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Even on social media. Whatever, like stories break or whatever, you got to be fast, bro. Speed. The algorithm awards speed. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fast. You got to be on point. If you come trying to post something that like happened a week ago, like nobody don't care no more. You gotta be on top of it. Like you gotta cover that bitch within the first couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Really within the first few hours. That's when you really gonna get the hit peak views and all that. It's around that time.
and I do wish the best for Boosie. We're going to see if he can go from a creator to a platform creator. You need to create a platform by being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be on time. You need to figure out a system to be professional, look good, sound good. And you need to be able to galvanize and also get the audience. You know, he has an audience, but you have to get them now to Patreon. You're starting on you were on Vlad TV on YouTube. You're now hoping people jump from YouTube, go to Patreon, then put their credit card in, then wait for, they don't know when the content's coming out. You don't have a content schedule. The first thing when I clicked on it, and again, this is not hate. This is just like, again, I run a platform. We've learned things by running the platform. When I clicked on Boosie, when Boosie made the video saying, hey, it's going to be on Patreon on Friday, I clicked on his thing. I hit his link tree. I couldn't find the Patreon link to save my life. So now he tells me he's on Patreon. I can't find it. So I go to Patreon. I type in Boosie. Because he just made a new page or it's not that popular, I couldn't find the page. It's just not just Boosie. So now it's very difficult. You're now creating hoops and these barriers of entry for a supporter to actually do it, to actually support you. So I think he needs to put in a year of work. He puts in a year of work. He's super dedicated. He might pop back up and be like, yo, Vlad, you were paying me that little measly $25,000. I'm getting $75,000 right now a month.
Great.
And I own everything.
Great. And I'll be happy for him. I have no problems with that. I want.
That's the thing, bro. I'm telling you, this content space is a grind that a lot of people ain't built for. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see 6 months from now what Boosie gonna be doing. You feel me? Because I believe he can do it, but it's the thing is his want gonna stay up. Is he gonna feel like it's worth it to keep doing it? That's what we gotta wait and see.
I've never told anyone who's been a guest on my show that they shouldn't start their own platforms. In fact, anyone who's been on my show who has their own platform, I'll go to their platform and be a guest. Like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, if that's how it works out for him, that's great. But he'll see that it's not overnight. It's not just add Boosie and suddenly the audience appears. It's a little bit different. Now Boosie has to put his business hat, CEO hat on, and actually invest in his own operation and put it out and promote it and have to hire like social media managers and hire other people and hire editors and so forth. And he's going to have to put out money. It's not a free check like the $25,000 that I was paying him.
I feel bad for Boosie when he got back online and he was kind of cussing out the fans saying,
Yeah.
yo, fuck you guys for turning on me. and I was just like, you know, this is one thing, and I hate to be critical of, you know, I'm just say our people. I think sometimes we have this blind type of understanding or expectation that people will just rock with you because they love you. Like, you know, like Boosie accused me of not liking him, which I thought it was ludicrous. I've only disagreed with him with two things. I said, in this situation with you and Vlad, it's a business situation, and anyone with a business mind or could just do basic math would know that Vlad is not doing anything to you that's unethical or he's not treating you unfairly. Mm-hmm. And if he did deny you that raise, to be honest, the numbers, if what he's saying is correct, you're actually getting paid appropriately, and actually there's no other market that would pay you similarly. In business, that's...
I agree for us the part he just said that no other market is going to pay Boosie what he was getting from Vlad, but at the same time, Vlad putting on when he talking about them numbers, bro. Vlad making way more than just 10 bands profit off Boosie. Vlad, I guarantee you, profiting at least 50. You know what I'm saying? If not more. My guess is he profiting 75 to 100, but he profiting at least 50. Ain't nobody. What person that runs a business would pay out more than what they bring in? Like, come on, bro. That don't make sense. Like, come on, Vlad. Like, stop playing.
That's how it works.
Top, bro.
If you don't, there's no competing offers. There's no one who would offer you even $10,000 consistently. Maybe there is, but you haven't gone out there to prove it. Mm-hmm. If you and Vlad have that disagreement, I don't think Vlad's the worst person if he said no. Right? And the other thing he said, I never agreed with him. It was some Kodak Black stuff. But, you know, I'm a huge fan of Kodak Black. You know, I always defend Kodak Black and said I think he's a really misunderstood kid. But that's it. Nobody hates on Boosie. But I think Boosie wanted people to go against logic. Right? And I seen him say...
Nah, you was tripping with that Kodak Black and Boosie thing. This man tried to say Kodak was way more influential than what Boosie was. Meaning Kodak Black meant more to hip hop than Boosie did. And I'm here to tell you dead ass wrong. Because without Boosie, there is no Kodak Black. Without Boosie, there is no NBA Youngboy. You know what I'm saying? Without Boosie, it's a lot of niggas. It ain't no Kevin Gates. It ain't no Fredo Bang. Like all them artists, especially the ones that came out of Louisiana, nigga, Boosie kicked that door down first. Yeah, Wayne came before Boosie, but I'm talking about for Baton Rouge artists, all them artists that come out of BR, man, that was because of Boosie. And even though Yak ain't from BR, his style was similar to Boosie's when he first dropped. You feel me? It wouldn't be no Yak without Boosie, dog.
He was like, yo, man, I can't believe after I made Vlad cool to y'all. I can't believe that y'all look like agreeing with him. And I looked at that and I was just like, that was almost like manipulation, right? Like, I won't deny that Boosie hasn't been someone who, at least for a rapper, I do think some rappers look at it and be like, yo, man, Boosie be on there giving it up, like, and he doing a cool player way where, you know, he's not getting locked up at this, that, and third or whatever, because, you know, despite whatever people want to say is rumors. Yeah. I do think that he's been that, but I don't think that because he's been that means that in every situation, people should just blindly agree with him, you know? And also taking that mentality, and I thought this was the most egregious part about it, of it all. And again, if you're not telling the truth, I would love for him to say, yo, Vlad lied there. It's one thing being a friend, another thing being an associate. It's a third thing being a friend and associate where you guys do business, but you have respect and really, you know, admiration for each other. Mm-hmm. When someone is down to say, I should get all the profits, fuck what you're getting, when you're clearly communicating with them in an open way, saying, hey, listen, I'm not really making much. Here's the numbers. Like, I'm not hiding it from you. I'm not trying to, like, be mythical. Like, I'm not making much as profit doing this. You're clearly getting 25. You know, this isn't the time or the thing. And that person basically
Cap. Big cap. Vlad making way more than 10 bands profit off them Boosie interviews, bro. You clipping it up, bro, into 30, 40 parts, and then you putting out a whole interview after that. You making money on every piece of content from that interview, bro. Like, stop it with this 10 bands profit bullshit. Like, man, Vlad, that's cap. That's big cap.
their response to you kind of gives you the feeling that they don't give a fuck about what you make. It's about them, them, them. One-sided relationships and friendships, or even, you know, there should never be a one-sided business relationship where only one person's benefiting. So, you know what I mean? I think at that point, you know, hopefully you guys kind of get back together, but I think Boosie's going to realize the other side of it. I just don't know. He's a prideful motherfucker, I know.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
And I don't know
That's why I'm not counting on us working it out like next month or whatever else. It may not. But I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I don't know if he will have the like I seen Charleston White get back with Sean Cotton. And Charleston White, he had just like this personality of he'll be like, yeah, I thought we were done, and like he'll play it off. And like even if it was a real issue, he's not, you know, he's not that much where he's like, I can't have people think that I went back to the platform. I feel like Boosie's one of those guys where like he kind of wants to dig in. And if anything, you know, it's going to possibly be on you where, you know, maybe you're like, you know, this is probably one of my greatest guests of all time. You know, I'm going to try to fix this, you know, maybe over some time. But I'm not going to lie. I could tell Boosie's definitely, he's hell-bent on trying to prove himself right.
Man, Vlad made way more than 10 bands profit off that Boosie interview, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that whatsoever, bro. Sit down with that, bro. Sit down with that, man. Talking about 10 bands. Get out of here, bro. 10 bands. All right. Let's get into... Hey, yeah, nah, y'all seen this? Bang Man and Theezy, them boys, you know what I'm saying? They ain't seeing eye to eye.
Like, we know karma. Like, I believe in karma.
Time goes by. I mean, as the world knows, Ben 10 had a situation with All-Star JR. I mean, this is documented. Everybody knows what happened. Now, I guess somebody in your crew had something to say about it, and you was like, you know what, we're not going to do that.
My brother.
Yeah, you were like, we're not going to do that. This shit corny, this shit lame. Yeah. A lot of people applauded you for that.
That's my brother. It's my actual brother.
Your real brother. Okay. And was this where you really felt like that though? Like you really felt like that was?
Yeah, that shit lame as hell.
Yeah.
This is the thing, bro. We got multiple partners that's in jail. Two.
He talking about Theezy, bro. He talking about his homie One Theezy from TBG. You know what I'm saying? Them boys brothers. They ain't blood brothers, but you know what I'm saying? They closest brothers can be.
Of which are still fighting charges. Serious charges, right? When you do something online, that'll affect their case. You feel me? So why would I make it harder on my partners? Why would I paint this narrative that the prosecutors and them are trying to paint? Why would I help their case by acting and showing them what they think is going on and making it look like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's another like that's my brother. I love him to death. He just do bad shit. Boys love him to death, but he just
Your brother?
yeah, he just do bad shit.
Y'all got the same mom or dad?
Nah, so my mama married his dad when I was 1 year old,
Wow.
1 or 2 years old. So we bathed together and everything. You know what I'm saying?
So when you told him that, like,
I should have cracked him across the shit when I was little.
But when you told him that and the world could see it, did he call you? Like, did y'all get
so we ain't really been talking ever since I took him off a song. If I had a song that but this the thing though. I didn't want him on that song. He did 2 songs. I didn't want him on that one. I was gonna put him on the next one. Cause I did that tape and then I did Coochie music. But by you texting me some ass shit, of course I'm gonna say fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gonna be mad about you in this interview. You calling out everybody.
Oh man, yeah.
So you took him off a record and he just spazzed.
That nigga text me talking crazy. Well, you. So man, but like he always do airhead shit like that. Like your shit bond was $1 million at first. He go post me counting the money to go pay the bond and say, yeah, $1 million ain't nothing. And these bitches rise it up to like 2.2 or some shit. So I had to pay more money. So he always doing some airhead shit that's
I ain't gonna lie, boy. It's all love, but Yoshi would have had to sit his ass in there. Boy, I ain't paying no $1 million and no bond money on none of my homies. Like my closest dog, like my brother, nigga, like $1 million. Maybe my brother, I do that for. But anybody outside there, outside the family, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do it. You feel me? My brother, I do it for. But outside of that, nah, cuz I can't do it, bro. Not no M. Not no whole M. Especially when it's a chance like you probably might go on a run or something. Oh, hell nah, boy. I can't put that M up for you. I can't do that, my brother. Sorry.
stick niggas out. That little small situation let you know. If you sit here and post about me going to pay a bond and they get pissed off and they raise the bond, don't you think they watching us and they give a fuck about how we post and shit? That was the show. You ain't paying this shit. You're not paying this shit. Nigga, that was my whole advance check. You know how angry I was? But anyway, you feel me? This nigga, he just always do some stick out ass shit. And at some point, you gotta know what you doing is jeopardizing my freedom, my partner's freedom. Whether we got, because we don't got shit to do with that. But the people they like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Your name comes up in anything regardless.
Yeah, man.
About that.
Man, them people gotta, man, I ain't gonna tell you that because that's too much. I'm scared of people. But listen, man, them people got a booklet with all our pictures and names and shit in that motherfucker. And they just be adding all that shit every time you do some shit. You know what I'm saying? And regardless, his favorite thing is that, oh, they troll our partner. So we, little ass boys, we know karma. Like, I believe in karma. I just don't believe in that. And why would I amen it just because my partner doing it? What another nigga do don't justify what we do. That's what set us different from them niggas. You know what I'm saying? If we do exactly what they do, we'll be what you want? You want to put the same shirt as them niggas on too? You know what I'm saying? We might as well join the niggas. Like, come on. But at some point, you got to be the big brother. You feel me? Touching 45, nigga. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Niggas like, at what point at what point do not being gangster, like, I don't know, tripped out. I got mad. At what point is not being so overly gangster not important to you anymore? Like, what else do you want to do in life? You know what I'm saying? Every time you get on this motherfucker, you either distance somebody or just adding to the negativity.
Yeah, niggas need to realize that, bro. It's more to life than just trying to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? All you niggas that want to live and die being a gangster, like, you missing out on so much life, my boy. Not even realizing it, bro. It's so much more to life than that, bro. It's so much more to life than the streets. You feel me? That's why y'all niggas get caught up in that street mentality where I keep preaching on this channel. Y'all better let that shit go, bruh, because it ain't gonna be doing. It's gonna get you two things. It's gonna get you hemmed up and it's gonna get you dead, bruh. One or the other. You feel me? If not both. Like I gotta let that street shit go, bro, because it's really not worth it, bruh. It's really not.
I be want to have a good day sometimes, bro. I don't want all that shit.
You pretty much mind your business, mess with women,
Yeah,
troll
man.
online. Does it fuck with you when your name comes up and shit that has nothing to do
Nothing
with
to do
you?
with
But
me. That shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. I think get shot every motherfucking day. Because who it is get shot, I get tagged in. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't even want to look at it because then Instagram does this new shit to where if you make mistake and
that's
hit the
all
button.
you see.
Nah, if you make mistake and hit the button, you repost the motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how many things I done reposted on accident?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't be want to see all that shit. I be want to see some ass and titties and Cardi B. I be want to see on this bitch, man. I be trying to fuck something. These niggas, like, they just be so over the gangster. Like, every time you wake up, you just want to kill something. You niggas ain't like that. Because if it was, you'd been.
That's another thing. Like, you niggas sit online so focused on other niggas all day. Nigga, you niggas ain't trying to fuck nothing. All these females out here, you niggas focus on another nigga. What is wrong with y'all, bruh? Like, so many niggas got mad at Gucci for quote unquote telling. Nigga, all this pussy running around out here, you worrying about that? You worrying about what a nigga Gucci man did? Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, come on, bro. Nigga, get your life together, bro. Get your priorities together, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up.
Kill somebody now.
Mm-hmm.
You got it out your system, nigga. Fuck. Go shoot somebody and shut the fuck up.
Now we've all seen All-Star JR with his response and what he's doing. And I know this is I don't want to put you in a sticky situation, but we've all seen it, and people.
That's why niggas like say to y'all, why y'all asking nigga these dumb bum ass police ass questions? Like, don't ask me about what another nigga doing or whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Stop putting me in that. Don't even ask me no dumb ass shit like that. That's what I would have said if I was Fredo. Like, what is you doing, bro? Like, move on. Next question, bro.
Think he's going too far. Do you think sometimes when you make it out of close battles like that, it's cool to just, just sometimes just let it be what it is?
Me personally?
Yeah.
What I would have did?
Yeah. And I don't want to put you in no, because
Nah. We gonna say an instance of some random people that was to try to take my chain and I was to blow them down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, a free one? Damn. I don't know, bro. I would have shined.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have made the hardest diss song in the world. I don't know, bro. I ain't never had no free one. Nigga ain't never gave me that opportunity. That's I had it. Nigga ain't did. But to blow a nigga down without worrying about any charges, shit. Shit. I don't know. I'll get real creative though. I'll get creative.
They couldn't
They
do
got a
nothing with it,
chance.
Joe.
They got, huh?
They couldn't do.
I ain't even mean to click on this, y'all. My bad. I didn't even mean to click on this. This shit out of here. Nightcap. I rock with y'all, but I ain't mean to click on y'all right here. What that Sean Cotton shit at about? Money man. Where's that? Hold on. There you go.
You shut your broke ass up. Shut your broke ass up. Adam 22, nigga. This shit play money.
You see what happens when you discuss money publicly? Now you got everybody in your business. You got everybody with their 2 cents. This is why I told y'all in my last interview why I felt like Charleston White and Vlad TV kind of fucked up to pay for the paying your guests to get on your platform. Because now everybody numbers are inflated. Everybody knows what everybody's making. Everybody's true worth. It's everybody feeling themselves and watching everybody else instead of just trying to build their way up. That's why I told y'all that in the last interview. So it's getting worse. The Money Man, he had his input on it. He felt as though Vlad should have paid Boosie what he wanted for play the long game. When I first seen it, I kind of felt a little way. I'm like, why do us as media outlets, why do we always got to take the short end of the stick? So it kind of...
You know why you got to take the short end of the stick, Sean Cotton? Because y'all opened this can of worms when y'all decided to pay the artists in the first place. If you built yourself on a platform of, I don't pay my guests, you know what I'm saying? I just help them with promo or whatever they need, or they just come because they rock with me, all GP. You feel me? But when you start throwing out numbers with you'll pay this person and pay this person, then you want to keep that up. That's on you. That's your fault. You can't blame the niggas that want to get paid. You got to blame yourself for paying the niggas in the first place. That's on you. That's your fault.
I kind of was like, all right, Money Man. But then I remembered Money Man is the same rapper. And we talk shit about rappers all the time, but we got to give niggas they flowers when it's due. Money Man is the same rapper, damn near coming off a hit record. Money Man gave me 2 free features, man. For an artist that's not even here no more. He's in prison. He's in jail. Money Man is the same rapper who gave me an interview for free early in my career in Atlanta. The nigga pulled up in the brand new $100,000 car, BMW, back then. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still living at my mom's house. Then he gave me another free interview about 5 years ago. Just off GP, just the relationship, what he's talking about, the friendship, the relationship. Money Man did that for me. And for that, I will never, ever, ever have nothing to say bad about Money Man. Never. Because Money Man seen a young kid, he seen a brand that was building, and he believed in me. I will never have nothing bad to say about Money Man. And when I seen him tweet that, and we had posted it on Say Cheese, I just couldn't be mad at it, because that's what he really stands on. He stands on long-term friendship. He stands on, he's not never on nigga time. He's never on quick money, I'm trying to fuck you over. He's never on that. He's always on, look, friendship, I'm trying to build something, longevity, right business, long term. He's always on that. He's always on some friendship shit. And that's why Money Man is the way he is. That's why he is.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, Money Man is one rapper that's gonna show you how to get to it, dog. Money Man gonna show you how to run up a 10, 15, 20 piece. Easy. Just go listen to Money Man music, bro. That man will show you how to run up a quick little bag ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, Money Man really put you on game out here. You feel me? He one of the few rappers that do that. Dude really smarter than what people give him credit for. That nigga smart, bro.
He's able to up 100K, 250,000 on Adam 22 like that. Because Adam thought he had him one. He and then ha in the comments. Money Man came, hey, bro, cool, nigga, it's 50K to get on this. It's 50K to get me on your shit. I ain't fucking with you. And he's always had that type of energy towards, Vlad and Adam. But towards me, it was always long term. And that's where I get where he's coming from at. And a lot of people disagree with him when he said that. But me dealing with Money Man, he's always been a long-term guy, man. If he fucks with you, it's deeper than the money. It's how can we turn this 25,000 into 250? How can we do that? So I applaud Money Man, and I hold him on the highest of standards, man, because Money Man has been good to me, man, and his tweet resonated with what we did, you know, in what I do with Say Cheese, and he's always been a long-term guy. So that's just the type of person he is. Adam 22 hopped in on the Say Cheese comments, called him broke. And Money Man, he went to his stash, a little light work, you know, 250,000, 100,000. It looked like I put 100,000 just to be safe because I knew y'all was gonna roast me, but it looked like 250,000. It looked like a cool 200, like on a light day, you know. And Money Man got some paper. You know, I don't want to say this publicly, but Money Man has reached out this week about my farm in Oklahoma, and he's trying to. I don't know if he wants to buy my farm but Money Man is an entrepreneur. Crypto, real estate. You listen to his music, he giving you the game. Money Man giving you the game. So I just want to say, Charleston White, like all this shit is because of Charleston White. He was running around telling people that I was giving him $10,000. Now you got Mimo 600 telling Vlad that he's worth more than 1,500, which I don't feel like. I feel like Mimo, he's worth 1,500. 1,500 to troll. He's just gonna troll Ben 10 and talk about Chicago politics. Why not? You're getting paid 1,500 to talk, bro. Like, I feel like you're worth that much. You're doing little other platforms getting 20, 30.
Fam, I'm not paying no nigga to come on my platform. If I gotta pay you, I don't need you. Straight up. I feel like I make more money talking about you than talking to you. Straight up. I ain't never finna pay nobody to come on my platform. If I can't get you off of a relationship or just off the strength or quid pro quo, you feel me? You come on my platform, I go on your platform, something like that, I'm good. I don't need you that bad, homie. I ain't thirsty for views like that. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm building like a solo over here. Like, yeah, letting y'all know I did this because of me and because of y'all. Because y'all make this shit happen. Because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe, y'all watch, y'all tune in. But at the same time, I want y'all to tune in to see me. I don't want y'all to tune in to see what guests I'm going to have. You feel me? That's what I'm on.
30,000. And that's no hate to Mimo. I interviewed him twice. I paid him twice, but Mimo, it's not like you're getting millions and millions of views, bro. Like 1,500 is sweet just to talk. You know how many niggas would love to do that just to talk, bro, for 30, 45 minutes, an hour? 1,500, bro, that's people's rent. People work 40 hours for that. Nigga time, man. This shit has become so ghetto. We don't talk numbers. We don't talk numbers publicly, man. We don't do that. We don't do that. We gotta act like we been getting money. Because when it becomes like this, everything is watered down now. Everything gets watered down when everybody know everything and everybody trying to go through the Everybody don't gotta know that. You don't see these white people out here talking about their money publicly. How much Joe Rogan is playing ABCD? You know, Vlad didn't hurt the game because Vlad hurt the game by saying he was paying people publicly. But he was never mentioning numbers. Y'all out here mentioning numbers. It's business. It's business. We don't mention business publicly. You know? We don't do that. But I'll tell you one thing. Vlad and Boosie, their next interview gonna see about. Their next interview is gonna make about 70,000.
Ain't gonna be no next interview. Boosie ain't going back on that, man. Boosie ain't going back. He bet not. I'm telling you, he gonna look crazy. He gonna look crazy if he go back on that, bro. I'm just telling y'all now. If Boosie go back on Vlad TV, he is gonna look crazy. Because you felt you can get it going without him. So it's no point of going back there, bro. Otherwise, niggas is gonna clown you. Starting with me. I'm gonna clown you for going back there. Like, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. So we saw one. We saw one. Fredo Bang say what he had to say about say what he had to say about One Theezy. Let's go to One Theezy talking about him. Hold on. Let's see. What should we do? Let's go on Hernandez Govan. Let's see what he talking about.
So we're in Dallas now. The whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane shit. Like I happened in January. I'm here in Dallas. I heard bits and pieces about it.
Mhm.
I'm sure you have too. You're in the loop. Everything's came out. I mean, his bond has been rejected. What do you think? Where do you think this goes from here?
I mean, from everything that I've seen and the shit that I know, I mean, it's a difference from where I think it's gonna go and where I hope it's gonna go. Them little niggas from the city, so I 30. I know 30. I done met 30. I hope them little niggas get freed up. They was doing their thing and looked like they was just about to take off and provide some generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference to where I think it's gonna go dealing with the feds.
Mm.
Man, the feds don't move on you until they know they ready to move.
No surveillance, no guns.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you though, when I was going through my situation, Manny Aurora, my lawyer, who I think the best attorney in the world, he told me the biggest blessing in my situation was that my case wasn't federal. He said the reason being because one of my counts was a conspiracy count. In federal, the conspiracy laws, they're way more broad. You know what I'm saying? It's like very vague. Like they have a lot more room and ways to convict you, you know what I'm saying, in a conspiracy versus if you was in state court.
Mm.
And if the dad is actually on video in Staples printing out a release form, if what those agents saying is true, then that's what you call an element in the conspiracy. That's premeditation. You know what I'm saying? That's conspiring. A lot of that shit gonna be, a lot of people ain't thinking about the call data. How the call data going.
Oh, and while we on this, Pooh Shiesty lawyer withdrew from the case today, just so y'all know. You feel me? Like, he put other lawyers in place for it. Like, but he withdrew. He off the case. He is not representing Pooh Shiesty no more. So to me, that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times lawyers will withdraw from the case when they see it doesn't make sense to keep going because it's either a clear loss and they don't want that on their record. You know what I'm saying? Going to trial, or their client want them to do some stuff that they don't agree with and they not trying to be involved in. So it's one or two things. Either he see clear as day Pooh Shiesty case is a no winner and them boys going to prison. Or two, Pooh Shiesty being a difficult client and want him to do some shit that he don't agree with, so he removing himself. It's one or the other, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all something here.
The GPS placements, the cell tower was pinging, is gonna place whoever at this location, you know what I'm saying, at the time. Then you got, even if Gucci don't cooperate, you got the cameraman. Man, the cameraman gonna be at court for the judge do, testifying. So not to mention the off-duty police officers, what they got to say. So it's more complicated than what people think, and it's gonna be pretty rough, and Sean, when the last time you seen 8 niggas charged on a case and everybody kept it real?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, we gotta, just gotta see.
Same thing I said in my dirt video I just put out, man, a couple hours ago. When you got co-defendants on your case, bro, one of them gonna flip on you, dog. Everybody ain't trying to go down for the count. Everybody ain't trying to do that time. Everybody ain't solid, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So best believe, bro, when you have co-defendants, 9
how that shit gonna play out, you know, and I
My bad, y'all. What I was saying was when you got co-defendants on the case, 9 times out of 10, one of them gonna flip on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So especially everybody ain't gonna keep it solid. Everybody ain't gonna try to be doing that time with you, my boy. So I'm telling you, anytime you got co-defendants, they gonna get somebody to try to flip on you, dog. They gonna try to see who the weakest link is, and whoever the weakest link is, they gonna tell him out of the. You know what I'm saying? Because they become sharks. Sharks that water that smell blood. That's what the feds become because they see you a weak link. So they finna get you to flip on everybody. They finna get you the same, bro.
say this, I'm glad I ain't in the situation. Yeah, for sure. She finna be crazy.
Gucci Mane's wife.
Yeah.
You know, we know that she has a big influence on his life. She's his handler.
Correct. Caretaker.
Yeah, caretaker. Like, even if he doesn't want to corroborate, it looks like, I mean, he already made statements.
Yeah,
Do you feel like she put that battery in his back?
Yeah, of course. You know, and just imagine, you know, him coming home, you know, without his wedding ring and watch and humiliated as a man. You got to tell your wife this shit. You supposed to be one of the biggest gangsters in the world. And so, you know, I'm sure she was upset. She a civilian. What's she gonna do? You know, she gonna get the police involved. You know, I don't know if you seen the press conference the other day, but they said the federal agents got statements the first day. Like they interviewed all parties on the first day. So I just, you know, I was willing to bet my Social Security number that Gucci wasn't gonna cooperate based off his reputation. Shit, done said in the past about him, you know, not cooperating, and he never will. And he said it with his chest out. But now this a whole different Gucci. This a Gucci that's on psych meds, you know, and he basically being, you know, he like a shit. She got the strings, she pulling them, you know what I'm saying, you know, and it's almost like the nigga, like he on a remote, you know what I'm saying, you know. So with that being said, I could see her putting the battery in his back, you know, and kind of pushing him over the edge. But now, at this point, I think he done had a chance to think about it. He probably done talked to some reputable niggas in the street and like, nigga, damn, what's going on? You know, so, and I could see him now at this point kind of like
retracting.
Retracting and backing up off of it. But
That's gonna be real interesting to see, boy, if Gucci get on the stand or not. That's gonna be real interesting to see. If he do, boy, niggas is gonna tear him up. I ain't gonna be one to do it, but niggas gonna tear him up, boy. Worse than what they already doing right now. They killing him for giving one single statement to the police, let alone getting on the standpoint and they got. Shit, man, please, dog.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Gucci, Pooh Shiesty, they allegedly had a meeting in Dallas at the studio. Reports came out that Pooh Shiesty, they had a disagreement. Big 30 handed him the AK and he pointed it to Gucci to sign the contract. If you're Gucci, what do you do? Because if you don't say nothing, he beats the case and he damn near could walk free as not an independent artist, but he's not your artist anymore because you signed the contract.
Never in the history have in the northern district of Texas walked out scot-free. The northern district of Texas is a bad mother. Them feds. Why you think they saying, hey, bring their ass out here for these bond hearings? Bring their ass out here. We have never heard the feds say, man, we got a weak case. We ain't got no hard evidence.
That's what the report is, though.
But guess what? In the feds, you don't need hard evidence. They were convicted it was ghost dope. They go use the phone records. They don't need hard evidence. They just need some evidence. What's some evidence? I got 3 victims. Gucci done already taught. He can't untaught. RD. RD, that's Gucci. You think he didn't get a Fed no testimony?
It's in the paperwork. Said, yeah.
Or if you obstruction, you obstruction of justice.
Yeah, but the new reports are saying that he's nowhere to be found. He haven't.
Well, but all people do that when they talk to the police, get a police statement, and they got to come back and play gangster. All gangster niggas. I seen all the gangster movies. They disappear for a little while. But guess what? He just off his medication. Keisha ain't been able to get that boy to pop them pills, goddamn me, since that robbery. He probably back kicking hoes upside the head in the house. And he mistreating the kids, because he want to snap. But he can't snap. They've been doping him up with medication for what, the last 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
It'll take him 20 years to go back to being mad and really angry like he once was as a human. He's on a time relapse. So when they pulled a gun up and he jumped up and said, brr, he sat back down by medication. Because when your chemicals start to rise, the medicine that they give you releases it. It's like an ecstasy pill. It releases serotonin. That's what this shit do. So if Gucci take his medicine in the morning, at lunch, he can be out here for 3 days and he'll still have the same effects. Gucci's wife said, you better tell. He got a white boy in there with him, bruised up. The white boy gonna tell off the muscle because the white boy already thinking long-term lawsuit money. That's how I think like that. Thinking to get back. The white boy need this police report because he done already seen the financial statements on Pooh Shiesty and I already know what the worth is. The reports don't say, they don't have no evidence that Shiesty or Big 30 held the gun.
There are reports that
witnesses, there's witnesses, but no cameras, no nothing.
Yeah, no cameras.
And so there's no evidence that they actually had a gun. So all this is his word against my word. Finesse said something the other day about relevant conduct. This is the same relevant conduct that he had at the shoe robbery. And it's all centered around violence. The Fed is real hard on violence. See, they can over-sentence you for dope. You go down there 10 years, give away 20 years. They can over-sentence you for violence and won't nobody holler.
So the off-duty, we're not mentioning the off-duty police officer.
Well, because he's a cop.
Boy, Pooh Shiesty fucked up, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He messed up. That boy, not only did you do this, bro, but you did it while you was on you was on federal house arrest, bro, and you tried to commit a robbery. Think about that. Federal house arrest, and you committed a robbery, bro. Allegedly. Like, come on, bro. What are you thinking?
His words is a lot more credible than theirs.
You don't think Gucci will try to pay these dudes to retract their statements?
You can't retract nothing from the feds. Because before you sign it, please raise your right hand. You swear that everything in this testimony is the truth. So you were sworn under this when you signed, and they stamp and seal it. So if you want to come back and retract this, now you go Martha Stewart yourself in federal court. We got phone records that put all of y'all there. We got
bus tickets.
We got bus tickets going back. We got Daddy going to Office Max to go print out the contract. And y'all on the phone talking about it. And then somebody recorded it and showed somebody.
Big 30, yeah.
Say, it's a video. And then the blogs is helping bring, see, one thing about public perception, it can persuade. If enough public perception or enough attention get out there, your ass in trouble. That's why I did that with Thug. See, they didn't want no footage to get out. That's why I did that with Thug. Because I know it's going to get back to the probation department. It's going to get back to Fannie Willis. That's why I did that. Man, I talked about it for days. I almost hit over 5 million within 24 to 48 hours because I watched all the other blogs posted.
Charleston White, a slick motherfucker, boy. You gotta watch Charleston White. Rappers better stop playing with Charleston White, bro, because he know the exact way to go viral and the exact way to try to embarrass you. He gonna try to embarrass every rapper he run into, ones that he don't have a relationship with. You already seen what you was just saying on Instagram the other day, talking about how what's Buddy name from Dallas, the new Dallas group? Dang. Something 700 saying he got beat up, you know what I'm saying, in Dallas at a concert. You feel me? You already Charleston White gonna try to embarrass you in the worst way possible, bro. Every time.
But they was posting it to help better Thug's image as if he the G. And guess what? They don't know what happened. They didn't post what I said happened. They post what they wanted to happen to me.
Nah, people posted. I seen a lot of you.
No. They said Thug them. What did it read? They made it seem like they checked me.
Like they checked you.
And they didn't check me. They got checked. They made it seem like Thug and his goon squad approached me and they was the big bad dogs. And I'm saying now, if these is who y'all think they are, and they as real as y'all believe they are, my back was to them for at least 20 to 30 seconds. They could have easily done that. Knock my hat off. They just standing there. And I don't know they there. I'm blind. See, God takes special care of people. I don't know they back there. I could have been looking at gay porn. I could have been looking at anything. Bank account information, anything. Anything. They standing back there. The door over there to the outer dressing room back there. Behind them is the exit part of the hangar where you go to your car. I'm sitting far off by myself in a corner like. So you got to go out your way to get over there. And I'm sitting with a little female, a little Dior. Get up, come on, let's go. They right there. Nigga step to prevent me from leaving. We step on shit. What? Nigga do it. We step on shit. So I'm thinking to myself, man, these niggas stayed here 4 hours to try to intimidate me, scare me. Because I paused for a minute after he said I step on shit, we step on shit twice. I just knew, boom, 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 boom. I just knew I'm racing for it. Nigga, when I realized these niggas is like lions, and these are old lions. When they bite, they teeth brittle. They ain't got that strong, crushing, bone-crushing bite no more. They ain't bite hard no more. And then I had to think to myself, we at a private motherfucking airport. How dare they? So I'm...
Hey, bro, if you ain't trying to go back to jail, you best leave Charleston White alone. Because that nigga ain't got no shame in his game. And I don't blame him. You feel me? Like, what Thug them did, if they was going to do that, they might as well have tried to do something to him. Because all you did was just give him the ammunition he need to turn up on you. Because you didn't do nothing. When you saw, you had to drop on him. He didn't know you was there. And you still don't do that. You just whisper something in his ear, a little knowledge, you know what I'm saying? That's Charleston White, the wrong nigga to tell that to, because he finna take that and turn it against you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you didn't do nothing, oh, now he finna embarrass you in front of everybody.
Almost hoping and wishing somebody hit me in the head. So I started saying shit, bitch ass nigga, and I pulled a mace out, nigga, clutch for the gun. Don't lose your life in here. Oh, you threatening me, nigga? So that's why you hear in the video, I said, nigga, I got mace, them whole ass nigga got guns. Trying to tell on them niggas well. But I was leaving that footage because I told Dio to record. Security tried to stop her from recording. I told her keep recording, that's why I stopped abruptly. But I wanted that documentation of me saying that night that they got a gun on them. That's why they trying to hurry up and get up out that motherfucker. And they had to be restrained. They running toward me now. So now they running like they really want to get me. Y'all could have got me quietly. We was talking, when you said we step on shit, nobody knew, but they were watching. Everybody watched them. Everybody from Drewski's Could Have Been Love reunion that was in that building watched them walk up behind me. I'm way off. They watched them, security and everybody. That's how I know they got the guns in. TSA, half the government is shut down. So security is a little lax at private support. That's why niggas get to fly dope and do all that to private airports. They don't really check like that. So they barely check me. I got my mace through.
Not to cut you off. Okay, Thug did some time. Pooh Shiesty did some time. You would think these dudes would come home and learn.
They did.
Is it entourage? Is it what is
It's heart. It's heart and mind. See, I'm a prideful nigga. So I don't know if you fall from pride. I'm very prideful. But they says pride comes before fall. Every nigga who I seen go to jail and come out of jail and still talk gangster like you heard Thug on the phone, Pooh Shiesty wrote home, and you don't see no visible transformation, they either die or go back to jail. They die or go back to jail. So I listen to niggas when they get out of jail.
He ain't lying. Look at Pooh Shiesty. Prime example. Nigga got out. He was locked up for 5 years. Within months, he right back locked up. See, it don't do niggas like him no good to come home and get on probation, bro. You might as well just ride your sentence out, my boy. Because if you got to do any type of probation, you on house arrest for anything, you gonna get locked right back up, bro. Because you can't help yourself. Look what he did. Look at what he did to Gucci. Allegedly. Look what he did. Couldn't help himself, bro. Niggas that's not reinsert, not what's the word? Reformed or whatever they want to say about it. Bruh, he should have just stayed locked up because look at him now. He look crazy, bro. He look crazy.
I knew my brother was gonna go back. Because for one, he was too anxious to see what was out there. When you listen to Thug on the phone, you know that's a man still with a dark heart, hateful, resentment, anger, bitterness, shame. So he have to cover it up in the G talk. But nigga, they didn't look G to me. Every rapping nigga done caught me by myself. And you go call the police. When you shoot up somebody's house, don't they call the police? When y'all do all these crimes y'all commit, don't people call the police? They can't justify doing nothing to me. That's what I figured out. Nigga, you can't justify doing nothing to me and you made a song with Lucci. You had to come get Miami niggas to be your crash outs. Cause you got a little money to get them niggas. But Miami hip to what they doing. Because people out of Miami lost their lives between that beef too. Mm-hmm. And the people in Miami didn't get $1 from now nigga, from why now nigga. They happened to throw one nigga out the car. I know the nigga shout out to I Am Nice. That's I Am Nice partner. They were shooters together. Nice, James, and Nice brother. James, who YF and Lucci rap about, killed his partner, Nice brother, and ran to Atlanta. He was running from Nice because he couldn't come back to Miami. Nice killed James' brother and made a song about it. But what made him make a song about it was he done 10 years on a murder case. And when he come home, Lucci rapping about James and bragging about how many hats he got. And one of them hats happened to be that nigga brother. And he saying, nigga, James wasn't that kind of nigga. He was that kind of nigga amongst y'all, because y'all were weak. But nigga, he was running from us down here in Miami. So Thug now, according to DJ Academics and the rest of the people, so you got 4 Pockets Full and the new Spider Crew, they pressing content creators now. Nigga, they had little baby assistants swing off on, yeah. So nigga, they pressing content creators now. So they done brought the gangster shit, they trying to intimidate Aiden. So now, nigga, they was even pressing Aiden about me. But nephew ain't gonna quit fucking with me because of them niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, some of these niggas do be getting out of pocket though. You feel me? Like Aiden Ross, like it be these niggas, but they be letting these boys come up in the culture, get acquainted, and then after that, they ain't going nowhere. So it be their fault, bro. Like honestly, like don't press the content creators because y'all don't want to let them in here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? We gotta gatekeep something. We gotta gatekeep something, bro. We can't keep giving all our shit away. We can't just keep welcoming everybody with open arms. Why you think we get shut out of the most exclusive shit? Because we welcome everybody in, but not on the other side. They don't welcome us in everything. And it's a reason for that. We gotta get like that, bro, when it comes to inviting niggas that ain't a part of the culture into the culture. Niggas like Neon, niggas like Aiden Ross. You feel me? Man, you gotta make these niggas pay up, nigga. Like, you feel me? Stop welcoming these niggas with open arms. You feel me? Because then they think they got the right to act any kind of way, say anything any kind of way. Because they ain't doing nothing but laughing behind the scenes at you. They ain't doing nothing but laughing behind closed doors. Because at the end of the day, they making way more money off of y'all. They benefiting way more off of you than you are off them. And that's what niggas don't realize, bro. They don't realize it.
They're not good people, huh?
Let's go back. What's your prediction on this Gucci Mane shit? What happened?
Gucci is gonna cooperate as he already have. Gucci is not.
I can't see him getting on the stand.
Gucci is not the killer y'all think. If you go back and get the police report,
it's two different people, man.
Well, here's the thing: he's more subservient now. He got a woman that controls his mind and his life. She just keep him high on the drug where he stay in the house and fuck. And she bring everything for him to fuck on. She bring everything, she controls all the money. He don't control the money. She control the artist. She talking business. So no nigga wanna sign with you, but your wife handling us, nigga. Pebbles and LA and Reed them again. I told you. When they got Channing for 2 years, that little girl with all that talent.
Yeah, we talked.
They put her in a room, nigga. Either a room or a hotel, like she was being fucked on every day in lingerie, showing her titties. She wasn't making music. She wasn't making music, my nigga. I said, man, how many gotta be sex trafficking her? From what I heard, that's what they like to do in Atlanta, couple wives. So, nigga, when I saw Channing, those was red flags. I'm from where she from. I know how talented she is. Why they're not displaying her talent and it's her titties, her ass? Because the nigga who started with her, that's how he started with her. So she start like that, she can't change once she in her. The reputation was already on her. So, come on, homie. Keisha's smart than a motherfucker. She done fuck Gotti, she done fuck Ross. Any bitch done laid with the big dogs and got a big dog and walking him like he a dog, eating out the palm of her hand is a bad bitch. But she ain't a good woman. She a bad bitch.
I just want you to know if he does decide to take the stand, his reputation, his whole legacy is...
They don't, with his record...
It's a business decision.
With his record and his background, it now has become criminal. You're gonna interfere with this investigation, this federal investigation. You're gonna obstruct justice. When we have all the evidence, well, why call us then? Why put us in this? Did y'all call the police that night? Don't sound like they did. Don't sound like they did. The lawyer say, man, it's a time lapse in between this shit.
So you saying they waited to make the report?
The white boy probably didn't. The off-duty cop probably didn't.
Because they said there was fingerprints from the three guys that they arrested.
They got two of them niggas going to go get the bag from the outside cameras. They ain't got lawyers yet. They ain't got lawyers yet. What you think they family saying?
Let's say Gucci doesn't talk. Will the off-duty police officer and the white cameraman, will their words seal the deal? They statements, will it seal the deal?
The phone records is gonna seal the deal. Everybody's phone records is there, is what's gonna seal the deal. Phone records. Before and after. Office Max footage. Greyhound footage. You need no more.
That doesn't put you. That don't put Pooh Shiesty away though.
Yeah, it does.
What put Pooh Shiesty away is the gun.
They don't need the gun. They don't need the gun.
So the conspiracy to set it up. That's what you're talking about.
Conspiracy beats the gun and everything.
Best believe the Fed's gonna always try to throw a conspiracy charge on you because it's a vague law, bro. A very vague law. So that makes it easier for them to be able to convict you. The Feds got a 98% conviction rate, my boy. Very few people beat them. Young Boy was one of the very few rappers that done beat the Feds. He beat them. You know what I'm saying? But what Pooh Shiesty done did, bro, I don't know. You was on federal house arrest, bro. Federal house arrest, got accused of committing robbery. I don't know. And then if somebody testify on you, yeah, it's a wrap. All it's gonna take is one, bro. All it's gonna take is one person. That's it.
All conspiracy have to do is that y'all know each other and y'all was with each other, right? That's it. Before and after. In relevant conduct. This is what they do. This is what they do. And then, hold up. Then mama come back and come with some brutal truth. Gucci man that made over $20-some million off my boy. And people saying, I find it hard to believe. I don't.
Nah, he didn't make.
The boy was gone almost 5 years.
Yeah. And people fuck with his catalog.
Man, heavy. So, mama saying he didn't give us $1. Scar family saying, man, the man asked for the chain back. Didn't send no money. And we know they got insurance. That ain't a real nigga doing that. That's a nigga that done became subservient to a bitch that done took over his legacy in his kingdom. She leads him. He looked stupid and retarded with them big old white teeth, dressed up like a pretty black Ken doll, but he retarded. That's why he can't talk. Yeah. They got him on medication, homie. He a psych patient. That's why he can't communicate nothing. So listen, he's been on medication for 10
years. He looks stupid and retarded with them big old white teeth. That nigga Charles White is stupid, dog.
Years. The chemicals ain't gonna let him buck back the street. He's docile now.
You recently said you don't blame. Well, you said Pooh Shiesty did what he was supposed to do.
If he a street nigga. Suge Knight and them did it. Suge Knight and them did it to Easy to get Dre out. Master P went to Suge Knight to get Snoop out. No.
He just didn't think Gucci would tell. Because what would give you, you're on an ankle monitor, what would give you the balls to do that?
A G nigga.
Nah, man.
G niggas, listen, homie, G niggas don't have balls. It's about principles. Nigga, I know some niggas done killed niggas in front of the people and sat down. Old niggas. This is a little boy that really believe he what everybody else faking to be. Because a real G nigga don't give a damn about the police, nigga. A real G nigga don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, I go do 10 years on my dickhead is what I used to hear niggas say. I used to hear niggas say, nigga, I go back and do 15 years on my dickhead, nigga. Nigga ain't taking.
And that's the problem, bro. Rob, why in the world would you want to go do time? Why in the world would you want to just risk everything you done worked your whole life to build? Why? The trade-off is not worth it, my boy. It's just not. If Pooh's unhappy with that contract, he should have at the if he couldn't find no legal way out of it, if he couldn't buy himself out of it, he should have just uh work the contract until it was up, and not resign, because all you did, bruh, was not you done put everything in jeopardy. You done threw everything away if you get convicted. The trade off don't add up, bro. It don't add up.
Nothing for me. It's some niggas mean that. He just happened to be one of them little boys. And he had his mama crying, homie. You got my mama online hollering while I'm in jail. It ain't you letting the bitch control you. That's where all the resentment's coming from.
So you think out of all the rappers, Pooh Shiesty, he's one of them guys?
I think out of all the young niggas, rappers, and street niggas, he one of them guys. He wasn't home 72 hours and he did this. I know some niggas say, when I get out, I'm gonna kill such and such nigga. And when they got out, they did that. I know some niggas, homie, it don't about going back down there. It's about whatever principle and code of ethics and constitution they stand on.
Is there any way he could beat this?
No. Homie, you gotta think.
I don't know. They said the lawyer in Dallas he got is undefeated.
Yeah, he is. But the judge can override him.
Don't matter now though, cause that lawyer done withdrew himself from the case. He off it.
The judge said, I got enough evidence, push it through. Even though, because this is what people keep missing. If I can go drop charges against you, and the state can pick them up, what you think the feds can do? We know a crime happened. How? All of y'all was there. By what? Cell phone towers, witness testimonies. I don't have to put a gun in your hand. Y'all kidnap somebody under the federal law. So in state court, nigga get 30 years for kidnapping. Come home in 15. What you think they gonna do in federal court? And nigga, you wasn't even out 60 days. And they heard your song. If they can convict an innocent man, what makes you think they can't convict a half guilty man?
Money.
Feds don't want no money. Diddy offered them 60 million, plus some properties and some more shit that almost went over 100 million. They don't want no, they want some information. See, the feds, and J. Edgar Hoover created the feds. And J. Edgar Hoover said there would never be another black messiah unless we create it. You think they finna let this nigga be a leader? He finna go be company with Jeff Fort. They'll bury him alive, Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover. He won't exist anymore.
Yeah, Pooh Shiesty was one of the last brands. He had the Shiesty brand. I seen young dudes getting they bullets on their face because he rapped it in the FDO record. Like, he had real influence. He was one of the last artists of the new generation that had real influence.
That's what make him dangerous to the feds. Every black leader, young and old, who have had influence was either jailed or assassinated or committed. But nigga, you go holler Toby. Nigga, you got the feds' attention with guns.
Hey man, that's a wrap for the night, y'all. You feel me? I might get on stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna drop probably like 1 or 2 videos tomorrow for y'all. You feel me? And like, yeah, we're gonna go from there, man. We're gonna keep building. Appreciate we crossed 10,000 subs yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. And so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. So I'm gonna keep building this community. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep rocking. And I got y'all, man. Just rock.